Hey everybody, it's Chuck Esposito. I'm here in Jason McCormick's neighborhood. A little Mr. Rogers reference there with that sweater, which looks pretty cool today. But another week of football is in the books. A couple of upsets in college, a lot of upsets in the pros. But let's start with the college. What did you see this past weekend, Jay?
Well, it was actually a lot of favorites. The college board was actually very, very good for the betting public. There were a lot of favorites that came in. Speaking of the underdogs, though, the two big underdogs that came in, South Carolina, 25-point underdog, goes and beats Georgia outright, kind of takes Georgia out of the national championship picture. And then the big upset was the UNLV Rebels
right.
go on the road and beat Vanderbilt. The first program win against an SEC team on the road for the Rebels. So congratulations to those guys. Probably saved Tony Sanchez's job. But again, the dominant teams, the Alabamas, the Clemsons, the Wisconsins, the Ohio States, they're looking to do what they've done.
Penn State, a lot of these teams kept winning.
You know, so and they've get again all those teams on the schedule again. Ohio State gets to play a Friday night game against Northwestern, but you've got Alabama, Clemson, LSU, Wisconsin, all huge favorites this week. Do take a look at the two kind of other sleepers that are out there. 6-0 Baylor goes on the road to Oklahoma State. They're actually an underdog in that game. Another great game late at night is Michigan and Penn State. Penn State was able to get by Iowa, so this sets up an interesting matchup in the Big Ten with Michigan and Penn State. And then Oregon travels to Washington, kind of the Pac-12 matchup. Oregon has been absolutely dominant the last several weeks. They're a short road favorite at Washington, and what perennially the last couple of years has been the best Pac-12 matchup.
I think it's been like close to 50 quarters where they haven't given up a touchdown. You're right. College got off to a slow start, but the last few weeks there's just been some huge games. I think that Michigan-Penn State game Saturday night is going to be huge. You've got, can Michigan score enough against that Penn State defense? But overall, I think college has been really exciting. And you have to look at LSU right now, who's really moving up at number 2. And you look at LSU, Bama, Clemson right at the top with Ohio State and Wisconsin. It's going to be fun because some of these schools play each other, so they'll be knocking each other out.
We also get a little bit of expansion in college football in that we start to see Wednesday college football. So we've got games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think it's 2 weeks we start to get max action where we actually start to get Tuesday college football. So get your college football fill all week long.
That's pretty cool. With the pros, I look for the little dog again because you forgot it. But anyway, underdogs 8-3 against the spread this week, 6-0 straight up. It's been a crazy year so far. 3 weeks ago, Kansas City was 3-0. The Rams were 3-0. The Cowboys were 3-0. Since that time, both the Cowboys and Rams in the NFC have lost 3 consecutive games. Kansas City's just gone 1-2. There's a lot of upside down stuff going on right now. There's some big games this weekend, but you look at the Cowboys who went in and lost to the Jets, as you mentioned earlier with Darnold back. The Rams struggles right now. Jared Goff looks really out of sorts. The Saints, without Drew Brees, have been undefeated without him. They just look so good right now. They have one more week, a really tough test this week in Chicago. Then they go on bye, and they get Drew Brees back.
Well, you talk about looking so good. I think you have to bring up the San Francisco 49ers.
Unbelievable.
Again, embarrassed Cleveland on Monday Night Football and then went in there and absolutely destroyed the Rams. Time to take notice. And also their divisional opponent, the Seahawks. Again, short line, able to go into Cleveland, walk out of Cleveland with a win, but they're 5-1 and playing well. So those two teams are going to be interesting to see what happens down the stretch.
If the playoffs started today, the Rams would be out. I mean, you think about a team that, do they have the Super Bowl hangover? I don't think Jared Goff played great toward the end of last season. He struggled in the Super Bowl. And in the last 3 weeks, that offense just doesn't look right. There's something wrong there. The Cowboys, who've got a big game this week, they play Philadelphia on Sunday Night Football. That might decide the NFC East. Cowboys have the toughest schedule in the league, week 7 through 16. This is a big game for them at home. Philly got blown out by Minnesota, but both these teams are 3-3 right now and tied on top of that division. I mentioned the Bears-Saints game. We've got the Colts and Texans, which is a big game in the AFC South. And even Thursday night, Chiefs against the Broncos. Chiefs have lost 2 in a row. Broncos have won 2 in a row. That division right now looks a little bit uncertain, as well as the Raiders at 3-2 are in second place in the AFC West.
Football's been fun, and not only that, the baseball games have been absolutely fantastic. Going into extra innings with the Yankees and Astros, I have a feeling that this series is going to stretch out 7 fun games, and I don't think the Nationals-Cardinals is done by a long shot. I think there's a lot of fight in that Cardinal team, and the baseball handle's been great and get a lot of participation and people coming, especially then we've expanded the menu, a lot of props, a lot of other stuff that we're putting up on the baseball games that we don't normally put up during the regular season.
Same with the Golden Knights. It's hockey season. They win 2 in a row, they lose lost 2 in a row. Now they've won 2 in a row again. So you got the Knights going on. We've got props on all the Knights games as well. We love it when you guys come out. We can't stress how much we love when you experience everything we have to offer in all of our race and sports books. But if you can't get here, don't forget, get signed up for STN Mobile. It really brings the sports book to the palm of your hand. And with hockey, basketball, the NBA's right around the corner, college hoops right around the corner, and baseball playoffs, it's just a great way to wager.
And you've got that 20% bonus, and it is October 31st is going to be your last day to get that 20% bonus on your deposit. So make sure you get here in time, sign up. Again, with hockey going on, and basketball is just around the corner. October 22nd is the opening day for the NBA basketball schedule, so to make sure to get in, get your mobile app, get that 20% bonus.
And don't forget, $1 hot dogs, $1 beers, $4 shots, and we hope to see all you guys in Mr. McCormick's neighborhood real soon. Good luck this week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Great, guys. It's so funny seeing hockey on the background. With,
It's awesome. It's a
I
holiday.
Columbus
didn't
Day
even realize
hockey.
they were showing. They were Columbus Day, right?
Yep.
They usually do that. It's just the first year.
No, they do early.
They do?
Yeah, Columbus Day. Because a lot of other places here, it's not because we celebrate Nevada Day, but a lot of other places, the kids are off school.
Gotcha.
So they do an afternoon game where parents can bring the kids and stuff like that. So, if we do go back next week, we go to Wednesday, we'll do the Last Man Standing update too.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to get knocked out yesterday.
I had a buddy who made it because he had the Patriots on Thursday. He said he's still in it. I talked to him on Saturday, so he definitely made it through. But what are we down to now? Like 100?
We grade it tomorrow, so I'm not
We
sure.
were at 108 in the college and I think 154 in the pro. You got to think both those will get cut in half at the very least,
Yeah.
especially in the pros.
Okay. About what week does the winner usually get determined?
Oh, it's been like 10, 12, yeah, in that range.
12. Keep chopping.
Yeah. That's normally the progression is about half.
Yeah. Fleury played out of his mind last night, huh?
Yeah.
It's a lot of shot. It's a lot of quality looks. Just looks